Well, hello there, folks. This is Ray Dolan from Mullingar in Mullingar, and we have Kevin Lyster along with me here. He is an actor. He is a dance instructor and an amazing dancer because he danced on this bus 2 years ago, and we only met that day, and it was an amazing event. I was absolutely in shock, to tell you the truth, and he burnt up the floor. He did indeed. Did. As well as that, he's an aviation instructor. So if we have any problems, I'll just ask him what will we put down the landing gear or anything like that. Like, we can do them things. Kevin, you're very welcome. Thanks once again on board, and congratulations with the great win of the team. That's Emerald Lake Academy. They were dancing on the streets of Mullingar, but they went to Killarney, and they did done very well in Killarney.
We did, yeah. We danced at the World and International Dance Championships, the World and International Dance Championships, wow, which were in the INAC Arena in Killarney the week after Easter. And we spent nearly a week there. It was 4 full-on days and 2 days travelling, of course, up and down.
Yeah.
And it was full on. We did solo dancing, team dancing, show dancing, and out of that we won 4 world titles, and we ended up #1 on the world's medal table as well.
4 world?
Yeah, titles, yeah. So we won 3 solo championships, and we also won the show championship, which is the Irish Dance Drama section as well.
From what age to what age?
All our members are from ages. The youngest we had competing there would have been 6, right, believe it or not, as young as that. And the eldest would have been in their 70s. Yeah. So we have all ages right across the board, and it's age inclusive. It's a huge group. We had 60 from the locality competing for Westmeath, Team Westmeath, and Team Emerald Lakes down in Killarney. And
everyone is shouting it from the rooftops, from the rooftops here in Mullingar. Yeah. All the local newspapers, all the social media are getting involved in celebrating this, because I think it's a treasure that we have here in Rocher Bridge, otherwise known as the Bridge. Go on the Bridge! And to all our friends looking in from the bridge, and all the Emerald Lake Academy mammies, because I believe the mammies dance with the daughters as well.
They do, yeah. We have a good few mother-daughter combinations and grandmother-granddaughter combinations, believe it or not.
Go on.
Yeah, so we have Marilyn Lauren, her daughter Ava and Sarah. There's an example. We have Deirdre McCormack with Aoife. We also have Diana Wakefield with her 2 daughters, Clodagh and Emer. We also have then Mary Jones with Aisling Taylor. That's grandmother and granddaughter combination. And it's endless. We have loads of family connections, but that's what makes Emerald Lakes a little bit special, because we have such a vast range of ages and members within our group.
Yeah.
And we have so many actition dancing to show dancing to performance dancing. Emerald Lakes is a big group that offers lots of different things.
Another thing, and I say we're all in green here because it's Emerald Lakes event, and he's wearing his colours because this is the colours that he wore when he was down there, actually, after growing up.
Yeah.
The young Stenson lady and her mammy came in, and they all stood outside, and one got in and danced and the other got in and danced.
Yeah.
And one thing I have to ask, and maybe if I went out to the club or to the academy, could you teach me a little bit of Irish dancing?
Absolutely, 100%. And
am I gone too old? No,
not at all. And we'll actually hold you to that, Ray, because we think you should come and spend a couple of your hours with us.
Right.
And you have a go at what we do.
Yeah,
and see
brilliant.
If you like it.
And see if I'm able to stand after.
You'll be the next Michael Flatley.
Well, I will. Yes, I think I will. Because in our show, Uncle Joe used to do a bit of Irish dancing in the Wesley Bachelor, right? And I'm fobbing it off now for too long. And I'm sort of being the bow lad. I'm sort of half going at it and then cutting people, and then they're... So it's going to happen soon, folks. And with this gentleman and his academy, I'm going out there to learn to do a bit of Irish dancing, and we'll probably get camera crew, and we'll have to get a whole crew to come out. Maybe some crew in Mullingar might want to say join us on the day. But back to the Lakeland Academy, Emerald Lake. Now, you were dancing on the streets of Mullingar, and you actually had Michael Flatley with you.
We did.
Yeah, I seen him there. He was a smaller version.
He was. That's our Ryan Brogan. He was our Michael Flatley on the day, and you might have seen he was on a scooter as well.
That's right. Yeah.
He was. Yeah. So we took part in the St Patrick's Day Parade in Mullingar, which was great to see it back in, and we did performances along the route, and we had year. And our troupe love to perform, whether it's in the Fleadh, whether it's in St. Patrick's Day Festival, whether it's at Score, whether it's at nursing homes. We do all of these types of performances, yeah. And
tell me, is it very hard to dance on a moving truck?
Very, very hard, yeah. It is actually.
A moving truck, and they could dance on the truck, but it's just an idea, just putting it forward to the man himself.
Yeah.
Now, you were at the Fleadh, and I got an opportunity. If we go back to the last post we put up today, some people were saying that I had a very busy day, but that was actually during the Fleadh of 2022. I managed to get on stage, and what an atmosphere, and what a buzz to be standing behind the dancers and that huge crowd out there. Yeah. I felt I was in Riverdance myself, and I wasn't even dancing.
Yeah. Like that, like the performances for the Fleadh, we had a mix of performances from the shows of Riverdance and what we do, and we did at Fleadh as well. Yeah. But they're really powerful. And what makes them powerful is the music and that and the intensity of it. And for me, when I select tunes or music pieces for shows, I always look at how it feels emotionally. Yeah, and exactly. Can you connect with it? Yeah. And then you work with that piece to try and build it, and then hopefully that connects with the audience. And that certainly worked that day as well, because it was intense, it was brilliant, and like some of those performance pieces were long, you know, and they were. And I mean, this Irish dancing,
like, it's not just you're standing there; you're moving, and physically on your legs. There's a lot to it, like, and a lot of energy has been burnt up. You ended up then that evening. Then you were dancing outside Apache Pizza.
That's right.
You were dancing for the grub.
We were. If there's a slice, we're in.
That's a really good one. Yeah, that's a good one for Apache.
Yeah, Owen better remember that for this Fleadh coming up. We'll be back, but no, Apache Pizza were very good formed. A lot of our pieces then outside Apache there, and also along the streets in Mullingar and on the town square.
Eva is a world champion because she is involved with Apache Pizza, and she's out there in he has this place out the lake there as well.
Yeah, Lyster Cafe.
Yeah. And she's out there because I think she done a bit of dancing. We were out there one day.
That's right, Eva. That's Eva Lauren. That's Marilyn's daughter. She won the World Championships. Right. That's her second time to win it. God. She's 2-time world champion. And also Brianna Daly's out in Lyster Cafe, and she was. And she's also a Laker dancer. She's also brilliant. So there's a few everywhere you go. There's a Laker.
A Laker dancer. Yeah. So are you going to be in Patrick's Day Parade again next year, or have you booked it yet, or what's the story?
Absolutely, we will be back. We really love the parade, and we'd like to do that again next year. We'll be doing the Fleadh this year as well, and we also have another show to go into rehearsal again. A sequel from The Voyage that we did in the Arts Centre.
Yeah. You put on 2 shows actually in Killarney. Was it a show dance that you put on with a story? Is that right?
We did 2 different show dances in Killarney at the World Championships, and it's unusual that the one school would have 2 show dances. Wow! So we had 40 dancers. For a school or an academy to put that forward is unheard of, really. Because there's a huge amount of work in it, but because we do a lot of concept of Irish dance and competition Irish dance, that it worked really well for us. So when we got down to Killer, we had our 2 teams well rehearsed, and we took first and second place in the World Championships. And one of the teams was an absolutely amazing team, our junior team. They did Queen Maeve of Connacht on stage with Cú Cullen, and it was very dramatic. Wow. And the acting skills of those young kids and Irish dance at the same time was absolutely incredible.
What age are them kids?
So they varied from 6 up to 12. Right. And they were absolutely fantastic. They actually
on the back of
the they brought the audience, and it was the dancing, the music, and their acting skills, the dramatics on stage for anybody that was in the ANEC. That Queen Maeve, and
2,000 people at the show.
That's right. And then the second team did a celebration of Riverdance 25th anniversary. Wow! So what we did was a whole performance around Riverdance, on the journey of Riverdance since its appearance in the Eurovision Song Contest back in 1994. And then it went on into a show in 1995. So it's over 25 years going now with COVID. There's a couple of years missed there, but we did a whole celebration on Riverdance, and that's the team that won.
Were you in Riverdance?
No, I wasn't. No,
right.
Never got to do it. I had severe health issues when I was younger, so it ruled me out. But when I was better, I went on a different tour with the Cloak, and I toured with Rebecca Storm. and Pádraig Dunn's The Cloak, and it was a cinematic theatrical production, and we toured Ireland with that.
Brilliant.
I was St. Patrick.
One question for you. Have Emerald Lake Academy toured outside the country yet?
We have done our show performances in Dusseldorf, in Berlin, in Maastricht, in Eindhoven, and in UK.
Oh,
yes,
my
we
God.
have, yeah.
That's some achievement.
We have, yeah.
As well as that, you work. So apart from this event coming
Yeah.
into here to me, Mullingar, you're going back out to teach today you were teaching Spanish students how to dance.
Yes.
Then you came home from work, so you're up at 6 o'clock this morning, drove to Dublin, drove home again, went in, taught them how to dance, drove into Mullingar, drove back out. What are you going to do now at 8 o'clock?
Today I give a hand. Kira Doyle was in
Hi,
with
Ciara.
our Spanish students. Kira's there. Kira is also in training to be a teacher. So a part of what we do at Emerald Lakes, we give all our students an opportunity to progress. And Kira's a perfect example of going on to do her teachers, along with Marilyn and Lauren as well. We've Rachel Doyle in Rathangan, and we have Elaine Long, who's already joined the team, and she's already a qualified teacher. So there are huge benefits to what we do as a group and what we do in the community, because largely what we do is voluntary with performance and teams and theatrical classes.
But I have to commend you on one simple thing of being able to delegate this whole thing. Now, this is coming from aviation instruction as well. And to have a brain for that job and be able to do it in the local area and creating a community around it. I have to take my hat off to you and congratulations on that. And by giving all these people direction and they're putting their piece then to your piece. I mean, it's super,
because everybody has their own talent to bring to it, and that's what it's. If you think of it as a jigsaw, I'm only one part of it. Every single member of Emerald Lakes makes up the part of my picture, and then anybody that comes through that wants to progress to become teachers, and they begin to create themselves and show what they can do, and it gives those opportunities. So in hindsight, that's always what I wanted to have, and that's what I have there, is to give those people those opportunities.
How did you get in the first place to this?
When I was 8 or 9, my grandfather, John O'Donnell, brought me dancing, and my sisters as well, and I didn't like it. I hated it.
In Rathangan?
In Rathangan, in Kildare. The home place, of course, the Lyster's is the home place of all of us, but my dad is from the Bridge originally, and that's where I settled. But in Kildare, that's where I learned my dancing with Carmel Summers.
Right.
I was an absolutely fantastic teacher, and she was always very supportive to me and my sisters throughout our Irish dance careers, and we learned so much from Carmel, especially from a team's point of view as well. Team dancing, the importance of that, which is really important, and that's something I really hit home at Emerald Lakes when we have our classes. It's the unity, the working together, and it's all about the memories that people can make. Winning at all costs is bad, and that's not healthy, you know. And in today's world, it's very competitive. So we try to set into our dancers the bigger picture and the achievement of being able to stand on the world stage, to present yourself and sharing your culture, and to be able to express something really special up there, and that is winning.
Exactly. And as well as winning, it keeps building you. It keeps building you. It keeps building you to the point that you say, and then when you get to win, you go, that was great. Instead of going, I am fantastic.
You know? It is nice to do very well, you know, and that's great, you know, but every journey is full of ups and downs. And I know that, of course, we had fantastic World Championships, but you have to be realistic that we'll have those ups and downs again where there won't be such good ones, you know? That's life, isn't it? And but we'll put in the work as much as we can.
And do all your gang wear the wigs?
No, we have a ban on wigs. We, the World Irish Dance Association, are very strict with makeup, tan and wigs, bling, buckles on shoes. Very strict costume rules all the way up to open standard, which is the highest standard. So look, we've a lot of rules there. Tan and makeup is banned up to a certain age, and we don't have full wigs in our school. It's just not permitted. It's all very basic, very cost effective. And personally, I'm not a fan of
because
it.
as well as that, a lot of people will get involved and their families will get involved, and then the biggest investment is when you go to the event, you've got to stay there. And I've heard some people had very big expenses to get to Killarney, and the way the accommodation has gone now, if you put on spray them up and spray them down and
Yeah.
get that here and buy this and that.
Yeah.
That's a huge expense.
It is.
And as well as that, it's literally gone as very quick
Yeah.
as they get it, because them years, them 4 or 5 years, the kid might just say, "Just I've enough of this."
Yeah.
You know.
We're very lucky in a way. I suppose we come from a less expensive organisation where certain things aren't expectations or needs. So we don't need tans, we don't need wigs, we don't need fancy costumes. You could dance in a €20 skirt from Pennies and do weekly as well as somebody in a €2,000 dress. Brilliant. And that's the way it is. But we have a saving scheme within our school as well, run by the parents. And we've Alan, Karen and Mary and a few parents behind it. And if parents feel that there's going to be an expense down the road, they pay into the saving scheme. And then they can draw that out whenever they want, and they can do it bit by bit. And we also have that operational, and that's a huge benefit to the members.
Wow, your own credit union.
Yeah, literally. Emerald Lakes Credit Union.
Credit union.
We might join the North Midlands yet.
Now, what's the plans for the future for Emerald Lake Academy? Rocher Bridge.
Yeah, on the bridge is right. Look, we're already now bringing ourselves back down to ground after the World Championships. We have the All Ireland Championships coming up in Donegal in July, and then we have our nationals, which are qualifiers for Worlds 2024. They'll be on in November in Ballinasloe. So we've all of those events to kind of focus on, but yet I need to get a production into a theatre somewhere. Yeah. Because I have a sequel to The Voyage.
What's it called?
The Voyage 2, literally. It's an actual update of that show, because we got to do a 2-night run of it only because of COVID.
Oh, yeah,
That needed to do another, because we went into lockdown after our 2-night run, which was fine. We got what we needed, but we would have liked to have extended that show, because a lot more people wanted to see it and didn't get to see it.
Right.
So I'm updating that show. I've written some new pieces to go into it, and I'll be working with the team back in the bridge with my other fellow teachers to what we need to do to bring that now to theatre, and I need to fit that in somewhere. Brilliant. And but Mullingar Arts Centre is hugely busy, so it's very hard to get in there.
Wow.
Because obviously they have Christmas pantomimes and various other shows as well. So it can be very hard to secure the dates we'd like. So look, we're looking around at what options we have to where we could potentially stage it. If not, we may have to hold out a little while longer into the new year. And if we did, it wouldn't be a biggie. But look, we'd prefer it this side of the Christmas.
Now, apart from all that, there's always a great woman behind a man.
Yeah,
right. Don't say a great man.
Yeah,
great woman behind a man.
Yeah, she pushes me hard.
Laura, and you have 5 kids.
5.
Have you no television?
No, actually, it's been broken several times because Oscar, our youngest, keeps breaking it, and I'm waiting for the latest one to come in DID Electrical Mullingar. Honest to God, no joke.
Yeah.
And
pulled it down, bang. Good luck.
Yeah, it's happened.
Now, another thing as well, is it hard to get the lads to dance? The young lads, your sons, did they dance?
Yeah, they do. Marco and Luca both dance, and Alba and Layla dance. Oscar's too young to dance, so 4 of my 5 dance, and they love it. But it's hugely social. That's the part they love about it. Yes, they get older, they get more into it. Right. The boys, look, they could be coming off the football pitch muddy into the parish hall and the bridge, and then they're stepping it out on the floor.
But the beauty of it is, and get a hold of a woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
They get a hold of her.
Yeah.
Like, but all the snow dances are all gone now, so this is another opportunity for the lads to get in there. Like, so that's not a bad idea. But anyway, as I said, it's mainly girls. But as I said, there's a lot of young fellas out there that have taken to it in the bridge.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have great talent coming through in the bridge. The likes of, Luca, Ryan Brogan, Marco, Killian Palmer. There's some of the boys that are coming through really, really well. For us at the minute, and it's pushing them on, and we'd hope now they'd encourage other boys to come in as well. It can be hard, there's lots of activities on, and
apart from the phone and the computer.
Honest to God, phones are banned at dance class. All of the dancers watching this will know that.
There you are, you can watch this on your phone at home.
Yeah.
Now the other thing is the Fla's on the way.
It is indeed, yeah.
What's the plan this year?
It's wonderful to have it back. We're going to be on the gig rig on one of the Fridays of the Fla.
Brilliant.
So we'll be back on the main stage, and then we'll be, I suppose, chatting with the with the Fla committee to what they what else they may want us to do. But we're always happy to help, and we'll have various performances around the town, I'm sure.
It'd be nice to get one of them shows that you put together, them in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, and they could look up and they could have the dance lights dark on the stage.
Yeah, it would be fantastic.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What's the name of them two shows? The one you had, the one down in Killarney?
Oh, that was Queen Maeve.
Queen Maeve. And the other one is
that was Riverdance 25.
Riverdance,
but then we have The Voyage, which is the story of the Irish famine.
How long is that?
That production is 2 hours.
Jeez, we'd never get on the stage during the fla.
We'd be kicked out. Yeah, we'd be kicked out.
Well, there you are, folks. Yeah. That is the legend, and that's the man. He came in to see us, and his busy schedule, he just works flat out. I say it seems to inject him to give him life as well. And if you do something that you love, you never work again. Isn't that right?
Very true.
So, you're heading out the bridge again now?
We are. We've the adults on to see. The adults today will be from 18 up until their 70s. Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah.
And do you have a defibrillator out there?
We do. Not that they need it. They're fish as fiddles. We have them flying around the parish hall and the bridge. And
have you continued the whole way through, like for the winter, like?
Yeah, non-stop. We have a 2-week break at Christmas and 2 weeks at Easter.
Right.
And we work because we have to do that. So we'll have very little break this summer, you know.
And how many days now are you going flat out, apart from working to?
We have our groups on. It depends now. It's got quieter now since the Worlds are over.
Right.
But we will be picking back up pace. It's just Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. All of our voluntary teams classes and show classes. So then we would have been out on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Now, if someone is out there and they want to come and have the crack and go into the hall itself, do they just turn up or ring us or what? Or
they can contact us on Facebook or Instagram. And apologies if it takes a little while to come back. There can be a lot of messages in there sometimes. Yeah. Or our phone number is there and explains exactly what Emerald Lakes is. It's not a normal Irish dance school. We do everything that an Irish dance school does, but more. We do theatrical, we do show, we do all of the voluntary side of it. And we work a lot with the council and the ETB and various groups in Mullingar Credit Union. So we do all of those performances wherever needs be to help out with various fundraisers and so on. That's a lot of what we do. And
would you know the Beehans in Rotangan?
I do, of course, yeah. I do know them well.
I grew up in Rotangan in a way.
I knew that.
Did you?
I did, of course, yeah.
Well, I had great memories, and I could go into stories, but I won't because I get in trouble.
Yeah, there's a bit of history between our family and your family, but we won't talk about it here on camera. That I know about. But this is back in the 60s or 70s, I think. Maybe 60s.
Yeah, anyway, folks, my name is Ray Dolan. This is Kevin Lyster from Emerald Lake Academy. Emerald Lakes Academy. It took me a long time for me to get that through into the hard drive. I stuck to it now. So, folks, hope it doesn't affect our broadcast. So, for myself, and the last word is given to Kevin.
Good luck, guys, and go Lakers, go.